Hey, I'm Julian and I want to talk about an album which just came out yesterday and it's called Coming Home by Falling in Reverse. So when I first listened to the album, I didn't really think I should do an album review because I wasn't that impressed. But then there was one thing which changed my mind completely, which I'll talk about later in this video. But for now, I want to talk about some changes that the band has made. I mean, it's pretty obvious that they changed their style completely with Coming Home. They already changed their style a little bit with each album before, but not that much. It always had these kind of typical elements Falling in Reverse has. For example, those machine gun breakdowns and C parts and this crazy guitar solos by Jackie Vincent, which were amazing, I think. But yeah, as you might know, Jackie left the band, so maybe that's a reason why those elements are gone. I mean, they're not completely gone. There's still guitar solos in Coming Home, but not that long anymore, not that huge. And I would consider those older albums as, popcore. It was metalcore with catchy pop melodies and synthesizers, a lot of synthesizers. And a lot of rap. So that's also something I didn't really hear in Coming Home at all. So now I think it's more a kind of alternative rock without all these elements I loved about Falling in Reverse. And I mean, this felt really strange for me because when I first listened to Coming Home, the title track, which came out as the first single, I was kind of confused. Maybe because of the melody, the piano melody. It was kind of like the Black Parade by My Chemical Romance. I think that's what Ronnie also wanted to do with that, is to have like an epic piano intro and then everything goes crazy afterwards. But I don't think this really worked so well. Because those notes, I didn't really know how those notes would fit together when I first listened to it. It was not that recognizable as other piano melodies. So I think there was a kind of problem for me. And maybe that's what he wanted. Because as he says in Paparazzi, he's sick of those songs which are all the same. I mean, which all have the same four chords and all the same melodies. So maybe that's what he wanted, something different simply. But the rest of the song was, I think quite muddy, to be honest. It didn't have those catchy pop melodies I expected, and I mean, it had a different style. Maybe it's just not my kind of style, the kind of music I really like. Maybe I didn't listen to it enough to get really into it, but I think it sounded muddy, and I don't know, this long C parts with these voice pumped with effects. I don't know whether this is my kind of style. I don't really think so. And the same happens with Loser and Broken. I didn't really like them, and that's the reason why I wasn't expecting something awesome in the new album. I wasn't that kind of huge Falling in Reverse fan that it made me really sad that they changed their style. I mean, I don't have problems with style changes when the music they're doing is still good, because I like a lot of genres, and even though I miss heavy parts sometimes when the band used to be heavy, then mostly this had a reason, because they are good at it and I want to hear more of that. But sometimes I think they just want to dress more people. I mean, that's what every band does. That's also, I think, the reason why Bring Me the Horizon changed, and Motionless in White already said that they're sick of metalcore and want to do different things now. But yeah, this was just like those songs were kind of. I think for me it was just like muddy, and I don't didn't really like it. So when the album came out yesterday, I started listening to it, and yeah, the first five songs were for me not that awesome. I mean, I recognized that there were some good parts in it I liked, but it wasn't anything that really like, yeah, which like really was breathtaking. But then there was one song which yeah, which was really, I think, different. And when I started really listening to it, and this was Hanging On, the sixth song, I think. Yeah, and it had like a really good verse. I mean, some other songs had good verses as well, but this was even way better. And good lyrics, which fit pretty well. And then when the pre-chorus kicked in, I was just like, that's exactly what I wanted. That's what I wanted from Falling in Reverse. And the kind of songwriting I loved. And the chorus actually was the best part of it. It was just like breathtaking. It was so catchy. Maybe it was so catchy because of these melodies with O. I mean, everything you do with that is pretty easy to make it catchy. That's the reason why it's so often in pop songs. But the more catchy it is, the more emotional it can be, actually, because it's easy to understand, it's easy to get it into your mind and really feel it, I think. Makes it even a little bit more dramatic. And that was the song when I really started listening. I was like, yeah, that's it. That's a really good Falling in Reverse song. But then the next song was Superhero. I wasn't that impressed of this song, to be honest. It was just kind of this dramatic attitude I think Ronnie wanted. And I think it is actually his style to do these kind of songs. But it wasn't my thing, my type of music. And this was, the same with every other song, except of one song, which also was really good, called Right Now. I mean, the verse was, when I listened to the verse, it was like, yeah, it's okay. It's a little bit more like the older songs because it had a really like funny guitar riff, and the lyrics sounded more like a funny song. And I think it's supposed to be one of these songs. And the thing which really was good at it, which I really liked, was as well the chorus. I think the chorus is always the most important part, because that's where you put all emotions into it. That's what rounds up the song. I mean, the verse and the pre-chorus is just a build-up towards the chorus, which is, it's simply the most important thing. And when the chorus is bad, you don't care about the song at all. But it was good. It was really like those old pop songs from Falling in Reverse. What I mean pop songs, but it really reminded me so much of Bad Girls Club because of the synthesizer. That was like really good and really kind of funny as well when you check out the lyrics. I mean, and that's what I wanted to hear. I mean, you could put this song into Just Like You, for example. That would fit in there perfectly, and that wouldn't be a big style change or something like that. And maybe I'm just that kind of person which prefers those all the songs, these all the styles, and that's the reason why these two songs are the only ones I really like. I mean, the style is still different, but the songwriting is, I think, better than the rest of the songs. Or it's just more my kind of style. I mean, that's also possible. I mean, the last song, Paparazzi, is quite good as well. It's also more kind of, I think, a funny song. But it's not really like, when I listen to it, I want to listen to it over and over and over again, because I feel so happy when I listen to it. So, yeah, in the end, I mean, there are those two songs which I love so damn much, which have really, really good choruses, and that's everything I need. I still miss so much those breakdowns, because I don't know any other band which plays breakdowns just like Falling in Reverse. I mean, A Day to Remember maybe, but it's not really the same. It's not like Machine Guns. It's like also that they do it in C parts and do it like just with like playing empty notes. But it's not that heavy, I think. I mean, yeah, that's what I miss, and also the screams. Even though I didn't really like the voice of Ronnie when he screams, I think there are way better ones, and it doesn't suit his voice too much. Even though like his rapping is really good, which I also liked. I never have been so much in rap, but when he raps in those kind of metalcore songs, that's awesome. But all of this is gone, and that's fine with me as long as there are still good songs in it. And there are just two, in my opinion, but that's, I think, everything I need to be happy. So, yeah, it's obvious how much they changed. I think it's also to gain more popularity, or maybe after Jackie left, to like begin something different. Even though Christian is pretty good at guitar playing as well, but I think they just wanted to do something different with that. So yeah, that's my opinion about it. And if you didn't listen to the album, you should do that, and really should listen to Hanging On right now, because those songs are damn good. Really good songwriting, I think. But now I'd like to know what you think about the new album of Falling in Reverse. So you can let me know by typing it into the comments. And yeah, maybe I'll do some other reviews later. So if you want to watch them, you could subscribe if you want. And yeah, until then I would say, see you guys.